friends, today it's me Lukas again with a, quite unique deck with the new set Breakpoint. It's a new deck featuring Trevenant Break and the new Aegislash. Probably most of you won't even know what Aegislash does, but I just looked at it and I had this idea in my deck, idea in my head, yeah, and I had to build it and I had to play it because it seems like a lot of fun. So, Aegislash, what's it doing? We actually only care about the first attack. Actually, the second attack is good too, but the first attack is what we're playing it for. Double the number of damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. So, this means it actually works with spread decks. So, if we calculate that way, that our Pokemon only have half of the HP, if we attack with Aegislash once, we need to do 90 damage to knock out most of the Pokemon EXs. So, how do we do it? We do that with Trevenant Break. Its attack Silent Fear, put 3 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. So, our goal is it to attack with Trevenant Break 3 times, preferably on to 3 EXs, and then finish the game with Aegislash in one turn, taking 6 prizes, double them up to 180, double those damage counters up to 180, and then take out 3 EXs on the same turn. So that's the main strategy here. But that's not why the deck is good only. So good, yeah. As you might know, it's not a top tier deck, but it seems like a lot of fun. So well, as I already said, I really liked it. And I built it and I played it, and yeah. But the deck is only good because of the regular Trevenant, the Trevenant XY1. Because Forest Curse is an amazing ability. As you all know, Seismitoad DX is damaging the format for, I don't know, 1.5, 2 years now. I'm not even sure. But it's just super good if your opponent can't play item cards. Because item cards are, well, approximately 1/2 until 2/3 of your deck. So don't play item cards. That's really cool. So, but it gets even cooler. Yeah, without or not without any supports, we would be only able to get out the Trevenant on our turn 2 because, well, you can't evolve a Pokemon if you played it down that turn or on your first turn. So, Phantom is a thing. The new Phantom is ridiculously good because of Ascension. Ascension kind of lets this rule forget because it just says that we evolve a Pokemon onto our little Phantom, and it doesn't matter if that's on the first turn. Of course, there are the rules that we only are able to attack on the first turn if we did not start the match. So if we did not start the match, if we lost the coin flip, then we will go second, and then our goal is it to attack with Ascension our first turn and get out the turn 1 Trevenant. If we do win the coin flip, we are opting for the Wally play. Wally also lets you get the turn 1 Trevenant. To get that, we play 4 Trainer's Mail because Trainer's Mail is like, I don't know, it's so good. I can't find any words to describe it better. It's so good. Yeah, we play 3 Shaman, which we can dig for stuff because of the 3 Ultra Balls, and yeah, it happens quite a lot of the time because It's just consistent to with Shaman and the Trainer's Mail. Yeah, it really works out quite a few times. What is also great, which I forgot to mention, is that the Ascension needs the Phantom doesn't need a Psychic Energy to use Ascension. So of course we play Dimension Valley in this deck, which is the stadium to go for it. You all know what it does. Each Psychic Pokemon's attacks cost one colorless less. So we can Ascension for no energy if we have Dimension Valley in play. That's why we only play 4 double colorless, because for Aegislash, and we can also 3-slam if we don't have the Dimension Valley in play, and only 6 Psychic Energy among the Super Rod, because we play quite a heavy Pokemon line and we sometimes need to discard stuff with Juniper or with Sycamore early. So that's why we run a Super Rod 2. For VS Seeker is also standard for Ultra Balls, I already explained. I like to judge, because if you judge them and Trainer Lock them, it's quite hard for them to come back. Lysandre, because Lysandre, 2 Wallies, 3 Float Stones to get, if we don't start with the Phantom, so if we start with a Shaman or with a Harnage, we can just attach a Float Stone and then Phantom and Wally or Ascension, and then we get turn 1 Trevenant, because, as you know, Trevenant only works if it's in the active spot. So the energy count might seem a little low, but with Dimension Valley and Super Rod, it works out quite well, because also Trevenant Break with Dimension Valley in play only needs a Psychic Energy to start attacking. So yeah, that's it for the deck. I played 2 nice games with it, which could give you quite an idea of how the deck works, how the deck looks, and how the deck is played. I also mentioned some tips which could help you to improve your game. So make sure to look the video and search for the tips. They are quite useful. Someone gave me those tips too, and I learned a lot from him, so check it out. Alright, so Trevenant Aegislash on its way. Let's see, we are looking for an opponent. Can we find one? That's the real question. Yeah, we do. We're going up against XY1 FS. He's playing Darkness colorless deck. I'm going to choose heads, and I want a coin flip. So our goal here is to hit the turn 1 Wally so that he doesn't play any trainers. Alright, we start with the Phantom, which is great. We got some level balls for the tiny Aegislash thingies, Hornage and Doublade. So we're going first. Let's see. Our opponent is now selecting the starting Pokemon and chooses to bench none of them. So we top deck a second Lysandre, which is not what we want to do here. Have here. So we play the level ball. We're probably going to play both level balls for a Harnage and another Phantom, because we need to thin our deck out first before we play the Trainer's Mail. If we played the Trainer's Mail now, we would have gotten a Float Stone. So, yeah. So we're taking the Harnage and the Phantom here, and then I always play Trainer's Mail before anything else, because you never know what happens. And alright, that's a really tough decision here. We could get the Wally, but what do we do after that? We don't really have anything else. We probably, if we Juniper here, we got the Lysandre, I think we have to Juniper here because our deck still has, well, 43 cards left. And that's not good. So our chances of top decking are very low. Alrighty, we got the... Okay, so what am I doing? What I will do here is I attach the energy to the Honage, then Ultra Ball Trevenants for the Trevenants for a Shaman. Let's see, our Aegislash. Okay, then I will Super Rod back those 3 Pokemon I have in the discard. Yep, and then I will set up for 4. Let's see what I got off that. Cha-ching! Okay, we get another Phantom, which is great. We get a Floatstone. I guess I'll attach that to... Yeah, Honage. You never know. I'm actually not looking for anything else here, because I have my setup. It's quite nice. I'm not afraid that the Honage will get knocked out in the next turn, so I won't need a second one. So I will hold on to the Trainer's Mail and just end my turn here. Unfortunately, we did not... Well, we had the chance to hit the volley, but, you know, if I had a Ultra Ball or a Sycamore for the next turns next to it, I would have definitely chose the volley. But without that, it's really difficult to get something else but the turn 1 Trevenant. Our opponent plays Zorog, which is of course not a really good matchup for us, because of the darkness weakness we have. Our whole Psychic Pokemon are Ghost Pokemon, actually, so all of them have darkness weakness. But our opponent did play down 2 Shamans, which is really good because we want to hit Shamans. So with Shamans we only have to attack twice with Trevenant Break, and then, well, okay. I guess we will see a Sky Return here, so which I like actually, because that means that he doesn't have a really good hand, and without playing a supporter this turn, in his turn now, we could gain an advantage by our next turn if we, well, explode. Okay, he plays a Lysander. I guess it will go onto the Shaman, yeah. Yeah, we could have kept the Floatstone there. So let's see, I do it. Trainer's Mail first, as I said. Always Trainer's Mail first. Because there is a Floatstone. That's exactly what I wanted. Floatstone number 2. Yeah, Ascension. Yeah, energy to the Ascension Phantom. And I could Lysander, but why should I do that? I just want to explode here. We know that our opponent has a weak hand, so he does have a DCE here and a Shaman, and then 4 cards which are in the supporter. So normally I would play Judge here, but I'll just go with the Juniper, Sycamore, and wow, we draw really well off that Juniper. We can number 1 Trevenant here, then number 2 Trevenant here, and then I will Ascension for another Trevenant. Next turn I will play the Ultra Ball for the Trevenant Break and start attacking and attach the energy to something. So yeah, I hope we have another Trevenant in the deck. We should have. Yes, there are both of them. So, no trainers for our opponent. Yeah, let's see what he's going to do. Next turn, we still have the Dimension Valley in play. Next turn we will attack with the break. Things are looking good for us. We have a really good setup. I hold on to the Phantom because we already have 3 Trevenants in the on the field. So we won't need a 4th immediately. So I'll just keep my options open what to discard with the Ultra Ball next turn. So keep in mind, don't always play every card you have to, because sometimes there simply is no point in it. Our opponent takes a lot of time into thinking what he's gonna do with his turn, but I actually think that he won't be able to do. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so we will play the Juniper here. I always say Juniper because I'm more used to it, but you know what I mean. So we can definitely discard the Dimension Valley with the Ultra Ball, and because we know that there is a 4th Trevenant in the deck, I will hold on to the Phantom and bench it right afterwards, and go with the Trevenant break, evolve, and then put a Phantom down, energy to Trevenant, and Sycamore, of course. So what do we have now? Well, we have a really good hand. Oh no, we don't. I thought that we drew the Doublade, but we didn't. Well, okay, we won't need the Doublade in the Aegislash in some turns anyway, so we can just attack with the Trevenant break here, put 30 damage counters onto every Pokemon, and well, let's see what he's going to do. Things don't really look good for him. His last turn was just raw and passing. He didn't hit a supporter the first turn. He didn't play any. Oh yeah, he did. He did play an Ultra Ball, so that was his only item that he played. So his hand is probably stuck with useless item cards, or I don't know, maybe some things like, I could imagine Versus Seekers. Well, and we will see another Sky Return here, and I think, oh, he actually benches the Shaymin because he doesn't want to get knocked out yet. Okay, and he concedes, but you saw that that I set up really quickly, and yeah, the only thing I could have wished for was the Doublade of the Juniper, but hey, what more do you want, right? So I think I'll play another game, which takes a bit longer, hopefully. So let's see. All right, we're searching for another opponent, and we're up against Acraft. Psychic. He actually plays the same deck, same type of Pokemon in his deck like we do, Psychic and Colorless, and he is calling the coin flip. As you already know, if we win the coin flip, we try to hit the Wally, and if we don't, we want to Ascension on the first turn. That's why we play so many Float Stones, 4 Phantoms, Dimension Valley. I lost the coin flip, so hopefully we will see a first turn Ascension on our side, and we will, unless we get judged, and unless 2 of the Trevens will be prized. So we're going up against the Mega Mewtwo Darkness Zoroark deck. No, it's actually, that was Trevenant break. Oh, so Trevenant break on our opponents and on our side, but we play the Aegislash instead of the Mega Mewtwo. So our opponent has his 3rd mulligan now, and now he finally has a basic Pokemon, which comes in handy, of course. because we really need some cards to play with. Right now we only have the, well, we play the Psychic Energy, play down the On Edge, and then Trainer's Mail. So it's not too bad. We got some outs. But yeah, our opponent hopefully chooses his active Pokemon in, well, a reasonable amount of time now. He's really struggling, as it seems. Oh, now he did. Alright, so... excuse me. So, please select your other starting Pokemon if you do. And put down your prices and just play a game. I really would like that. So, thank you. Yes, of course, we would like the free extra cards because of that mulligan. That's hard. We only have the Trainer's Mail to play here. We will definitely attach the... Okay, I need to think. We will definitely attach the Psychic Energy and then Trainer's Mail. Yeah, I think I have to take the Juniper now. We have to try it. We have to try it. That's for it. We play down the On Edge. We don't play the Shaman because, well, it's useless. And then Sycamore. Yes, I know it hurts. But hey, what can you do? So, we got another Phantom, which is great. Another Trainer's Mail. I'm digging for, well, that works actually. Super Rod for what for? What for? I don't know. Mom Spaghetti. All right. I don't know what. I definitely choose the Trevenant, but I don't know what my deck is. What is still in my deck, unfortunately. So it's either that or that. I will take the Dual Blade because if one Dual Blade is priced, it's harder to get out the Aegislash. As if the Aegislash is priced, we can Dual Blade and then draw the Aegislash out of the prices and go on from there. So if you draw the Dual Blade out of the prices, you still need 2 more turns, and if you draw the Aegislash out of the price, you can just evolve it into the next turn. So we actually have a hand we could work here with in the next turn, because we will Ascension here now and stop our opponent from playing item cards. Next turn we will evolve twice, Trevenant, Dual Blade. Then what we could do is we could start tree slamming actually, but we also could volley into a Trevenant break, and well, let's see what we top deck. We got a lot of options here actually. So our opponent uses Shadow Shot for 80 damage. Okay, we got a Float Stone, so we will first of all evolve. I think I'll... yeah, I think I'll... He will knock us out anyway next turn, so we could go for the Trevenant break. But if we do, we put 3 damage counters on it. No, that's not enough. I messed up the math. Okay, that's tough actually. Yeah, I think I'll... Do I Tree Slam here? I think I Tree Slam here. And then maybe I will attack with the Aegislash next turn, because I will, if I have the Aegislash in the deck, of course. Because I'll volley here. Yeah, I do have the Aegislash in the deck. And I will go for the Trevenant break. Yeah. Here on the bench, Trevenant. And then I'll set up. Let's see. What do we get after that? Okay. That's quite a good hand. We have the Ultra Ball for next turn for the Aegislash. We have Trainer's Mail, which we don't play right now because we don't. I could dig for a level ball and then play another Phantom down. I think that's what I want to do here. That's another Ultra Ball, which is also good. But I need the DC next turn. I need an Ultra Ball next turn. I need two things which I can discard, and I want to play the Judge. So I'll just leave it here now and just 3-slam. And then let's see what my opponent has. So he will knock us out, which I'm actually fine with because Trevenant has 3 retreat costs, so that's actually quite a bummer. But then we already saw that the Aegislash is in the deck, and he plays the Birch. So maybe, let's see if he is able to find a Pokemon, otherwise he will get slaughtered by Aegislash. But he flips heads and there is a Kangaskhan EX. Yeah. Alright, so we see the knockout. Dual Blade, it's not an Aegislash yet, has a Floatstone attached, so we'll definitely promote that here. And then, wait, what did he do? Oh, he used damage change. Well, that changes a lot actually. What do I do now? I have no clue. Well, I'll go for the Aegislash anyway, no matter what. So, nope. This here. So, evolve. Well, that's actually not enough. Excuse me. Because what can we do here? If we attack with the Trevenant break, we'll just run into another damage change. If we attack with Sky Return, same. I think we have to attack with the Trevenant break here. I think that's the right thing to do, but we need to get off a Psychic Energy, which is quite unlikely, but we did. That's good. So, benched another Phantom, attach Psychic, retreat, and Silent Fear. 30 and 30. So what we will see here now is maybe a damage swap. But after that, he'll probably use Shadow Shot, because if he damage swaps again, well, that's not good for him. We draw a Lysander here, which is also very good, because our opponent can play any trainer cards. So I think I'll go for the Lysander play here and try to stall and then Silent Fear. Hopefully he doesn't have an AZ in his hand, because he can play Super Scoop Up, Floatstone, Switch, or stuff like that. So if I manage to attack twice with the Trevenant and then get off a what's it called? Painful Sword, that would be great actually. But our hand is also not good. So yeah, we are kind of in trouble here. So okay, he finally gets an energy, which gets him 3 new cards. And we draw a Sycamore. Perfect timing. Ultra Ball for Trevenant. So we have another Trevenant line in the deck. Also a Hornet, which I don't care about anymore, because our Aegislash is there. And I'll Sycamore here now. I will put down the Phantom, attach the DCE, and then it's only having 60 HP. That's really bad. But yeah, now I just hope that he doesn't find a way to retreat the. Well, actually, if he does retreat, and he doesn't get another Pokemon down, that's also very, very good for us, because he would either damage swap, which would do apparently nothing, because 90 or 110, it's the same actually. And if he Shadow Shots, he stays on the 90 damage, which means Aegislash could win the game, because 120 at Kangaskhan times 2 would be 240, and that would be too much for Kangaskhan EX, because it only has 180 HP. And yeah, we still need a Floatstone, but we have it, and we can retreat, and thanks to Dimension Valley we can use Painful Sword, double the damage counters on the both Pokemon, and knock them out. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Alrighty, we got a second win. I actually really recorded only those 2 games, so I didn't have any bad games, which is really cool, because I really like the deck. I hope you do too. I don't see it really as a top tier deck, but it's quite fun for a league challenge, or maybe for a city. Well, cities are over now, but just for a league challenge, just try it out. It's really fun. I'll probably gonna play it on my last cities we have here in Austria, just because it's fun. It's also very strong because, well, your opponent can play trainer cards. You attack 3 times with Trevenant Break, and then Aegislash, and then yeah. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the deck. If you have any cool ideas, deck ideas, which I should give a try, so please leave them in the comments. I'm always happy for them to see them, and I'll see you guys next time.